Hi, friends. Welcome back to The Wisdom Path, where we share stories, lessons, and simple steps to help you grow and live your best life. Today, we're diving into a story that will show you how to finish what you start and why finishing is real freedom. If you ever felt excited to begin something, but then lost your energy halfway, this story will help you understand why and what you can do about it. Stay with us, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and happier. Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a young man named Liam. Liam was full of dreams. One day he wanted to start a business. Another day, he wanted to run a marathon. The next week, he was learning to play the guitar. Every new project lit a fire inside him. But after a few days, the fire always died. The excitement faded. The doubts began. Life got in the way. Does this sound familiar? Starting is easy. It feels exciting. It's like planting a seed on a sunny morning. But finishing? Finishing is where the real test begins. It's like watering the seed every single day, even when it's raining, even when you're tired, even when nothing seems to happen. One wise man once said, "Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going." Jim Rohn. Emotions start, but psychology finishes. Liam didn't understand at first. He thought if he didn't feel excited anymore, maybe he wasn't meant to continue. Maybe the project wasn't right for him. Maybe he just wasn't talented enough. But the truth is simpler and harder. Starting is emotional. Finishing is psychological. Anyone can feel good at the start. But to finish, you need something deeper. You need patience. You need systems. You need a strong mind. Imagine climbing a mountain. At the bottom, it's easy to smile and wave. But halfway up, when your legs burn and the wind stings your face, that's where you decide who you really are. That's where finishers are made. The enemy: vagueness and overwhelm. One reason Liam struggled was because his goals were too vague. He said things like, "I want to get fit. I want to start a business. I want to learn guitar." But these are not clear paths. They are dreams, not directions. When you don't know exactly what to do next, your brain gets overwhelmed. It's like standing in a forest without a map. You don't know which way to walk, so you stay stuck. A better way: be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I will go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. for 45 minutes. Small, clear steps kill procrastination. Think of it like building a puzzle. You don't just stare at the picture. You pick up one piece, then another. Piece by piece, you build the masterpiece. Discipline is a muscle, not a magic gift. Many people believe some are just naturally disciplined. I'm not like them. That's a myth. Discipline is not magic. It's not a gift from the stars. It's a muscle. You train it. You practice it. You grow it. Liam decided to treat discipline like exercise. At first it was hard. Some days he wanted to quit. But he kept showing up, even on bad days, even when he didn't feel like it. Slowly, the small wins piled up, and something amazing happened. He started to believe in himself again. As Tony Robbins once said, "It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently." Learning to love. Discomfort. Another secret Liam learned: success doesn't live in comfort. It lives in discomfort. When you face challenges, when you feel resistance, when you want to quit, that's a sign you are close to growth. It's like muscles at the gym. They only grow when you push them a little beyond comfort. Liam made a simple rule for himself: if it's hard, it's probably worth it. He started welcoming hard moments like old friends. Every time he felt like giving up, he smiled and said, "This is where champions are made." So dear friends, remember, starting is easy. Finishing is an art, a skill, and a choice. Be specific. Train your discipline. Love the discomfort. Because finishing what you start isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about becoming the person who finishes. It's about freedom, pride, and living your full potential. If you found value in this story, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. In the part 2, we will dive even deeper into the mental habits of real finishers and how you can become one of them. The biggest lie: waiting for motivation. One mistake Liam made early on was waiting for motivation. He thought, "I'll work on my project when I feel inspired. I'll go to the gym when I feel strong." But motivation is like the weather. Some days it's sunny, some days it rains. You can't control it. Imagine a farmer who only planted seeds on sunny days. His fields would stay empty forever. Real finishers don't wait for the right feeling. They act first. The feelings catch up later. It's like Brian Tracy once said, "Successful people are simply those with successful habits." Liam realized he couldn't trust his feelings. He had to trust his habits. Routines beat willpower every time. Willpower is a short battery. It gets drained fast. If you rely only on willpower, you will lose the battle. Instead, Liam built routines. He didn't leave decisions to chance. He didn't ask himself every morning, "Should I work out today? Should I practice guitar?" He set a schedule. Workout, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Guitar, Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. for 30 minutes. It wasn't a choice anymore. It became a habit. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't argue with yourself every night, right? You just do it. That's the power of routines. Success works the same way. Create micro wins. Another trick Liam used was breaking big tasks into tiny pieces. He learned that small wins create big momentum. Instead of saying, "I'll write a whole book," he said, "I'll write 100 words today." Instead of, "I'll get super fit," he said, "I'll do 20 push-ups today." When you set tiny goals, you lower the wall in your mind. It doesn't feel scary. It feels doable. And when you win a small battle, you build confidence for the next one. Imagine pushing a huge rock. At first, it feels stuck. But if you keep pushing, even a tiny bit, it starts to roll. Then momentum does half the work for you. Action creates energy. Energy creates more action. Fighting the 4 horsemen. Liam also had to battle 4 silent enemies called overwhelm, feeling like the task is too big; vagueness, not knowing what exactly to do next; impatience, wanting results right away; excuses, telling yourself fake stories to avoid the work. Each of these enemies is sneaky. They whisper lies like, "You'll never finish? It's too hard. Maybe you should try something easier." But Liam learned a secret weapon: awareness. When he felt overwhelmed, he broke the task into micro steps. When he felt vague, he made a clear plan. When he felt impatient, he reminded himself, "The slow path is the fast path." And when excuses came knocking, he didn't answer the door. You can do the same. When a voice inside says, "Not today," answer it with action, not debate. Progress, not perfection. One more trap Liam had to escape was perfectionism. At first, he wanted everything he did to be perfect. If he missed one gym day, he thought he failed. If one guitar practice went badly, he wanted to quit. But perfection is a prison. It keeps you stuck. Real growth is messy. Real success is ugly at first. Think of a baby learning to walk. They fall 100 times. They don't cry and say, "I guess walking isn't for me." number. They get up. They try again. Liam made a promise to himself. Done is better than perfect. Some workouts were bad, some music sessions were short, some days he felt weak. But he kept showing up, and that made all the difference. Identity. Become a finisher. Finally, Liam learned the biggest lesson of all. Success isn't just about actions, it's about identity. If you believe you're someone who finishes what they start, you act like it. Your brain looks for ways to prove you right. It's like wearing a name tag that says, "Hi, I'm a finisher." Every time Liam completed a small task, he told himself, "I am the kind of person who finishes things." And little by little, it became true. Dear friends, remember, systems beat willpower. Small wins build momentum. Progress beats perfection. Identity drives behavior. You are not just what you do. You are what you believe about yourself. Decide today to believe you are a finisher, because you are. If you enjoyed part 2, please subscribe and like this video. It helps our community grow and reach more people who need these messages. Get ready for part 3, where we'll discover how to master self-talk, overcome resistance, and truly unlock your unstoppable side. The secret battle. Self-talk. Every day, Liam was fighting a secret battle. It didn't happen in the gym. It didn't happen in his office. It happened in his mind. His inner voice would say things like, "You're not good enough. You'll never finish this. Who do you think you are?" For a long time, Liam believed these voices. He thought they were telling the truth. But here's the reality. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant negative seeds, you grow weeds. If you plant positive seeds, you grow flowers. Liam realized that he could choose his self-talk. He didn't have to be his own worst enemy. He could become his own biggest supporter. Become your own coach. Imagine you're coaching a little child learning to ride a bike. Would you say, "You're terrible? You'll never do it. Just quit already"? Of course not. You'd say, "Keep going. You're doing great. Every fall is one step closer to success." Why not talk to yourself the same way? Liam began to speak kindly to himself. When he felt tired or doubtful, he said things like, "One step at a time. I'm proud of my effort. I finish what I start." Over time, his inner voice became a friend, not an enemy. As Joe Dispenza teaches, you are not doomed by your genes. You are not hardwired to be a certain way for the rest of your life. Your thoughts create your reality. Choose wisely. Lean into resistance. The next lesson Liam learned was simple but powerful. Resistance is a sign you are growing. When you hit a wall, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you are doing something important. Think of a rocket taking off. The moment it leaves the ground, it faces the greatest resistance. But that's also when it's gaining the most speed. Liam started to welcome resistance. When he didn't feel like working, he smiled and said, "This is the moment that matters most." When a workout felt too hard, he told himself, "This is where strength is built." Resistance stopped being the enemy. It became a signal. Keep going. You're almost there. Make failure your friend. One of the biggest fears that stop people is the fear of failing. Liam used to fear it too. If he failed once, he thought it meant he wasn't good enough. But then he met an old mentor, Mr. Harris, who told him a story. Mr. Harris said, "When I was young, I decided I wanted to succeed faster. So I made a game. How many times could I fail in 1 week? Every failure meant I tried. Every try made me smarter, stronger, and closer to winning." Liam never forgot that. He started to track his failures proudly. Each failure was not a sign to quit. It was proof he was in the arena, fighting, learning, growing. Remember, winners fail more times than beginners even try. Visualize your finish line. Another simple tool Liam used was visualization. Every morning he closed his eyes for 2 minutes. He pictured himself finishing his projects, celebrating small victories, smiling at the results of his hard work. This wasn't magic, it was mental rehearsal. Just like athletes imagine crossing the finish line, you can imagine yourself succeeding. It programs your mind for success. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your life. The power of commitment. At the end of his journey, Liam understood one final truth. Commitment beats everything. Not talent, not luck, not motivation. Commitment. When you commit fully, when you say, "I will finish no matter what," you remove all the noise. There's no debate, no excuses, no plan B. You just keep moving forward, even if it's slow, even if it's messy, even if it's uncomfortable. And when you cross that finish line, you realize it was never about the project. It was about the person you became along the way. Dear friends, the journey from starting to finishing is not a straight line. It's a path full of bumps, doubts, and growth. But it's worth it. When you finish what you start, you build trust in yourself. You prove to yourself that your dreams are not just wishes. They are promises you keep. Here's what I invite you to remember. Master your self-talk. Lean into resistance. Make failure your teacher. Visualize your success. Commit fully. You are stronger than your doubts. You are braver than your fears. You are a finisher. Thank you for walking this journey with us on the Wisdom Path. If you found this story helpful, please subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we can build a world full of finishers, dreamers, and doers. Until next time, keep walking your path, one strong step at a time. See you soon.